business. And for the most part, you could hear y'all commenting on everything that was going on. So if I'm looking at you and I'm using the finger like this, they're like, oh, he wants to finger you. And I'm like, what? Like, because my finger's going like this? And then I'm asking, like, can you hear that? And people are like, no. But then if they tell you to take your left foot and switch your foot like you switch your foot, or if they tell you to touch a phone or move a phone, you move a phone. And I'm like, well, how can't you hear that? But you're doing every single thing that I hear them telling you to do. And that's annoying because I don't see any other customer experiencing that. I don't see him over there. I don't see him on his phone. I don't see him walking with a suitcase being told what to do. I don't see nobody else being told what to do. And that's harassing. That's annoying because when I leave here, it also follows. So like yesterday when y'all talking about 13 billion, or 400 million, it gets everybody else worked up. So then all of a sudden they're following me around like I'm big money, trying to cancel my money or harass me so that they look out for Apple.
So I'm afraid I don't understand those things that you're talking about right now.
It's real simple. So
with
basically,
regards to the bunny or any of that, I'd like to address any issues you have about.
It's still sitting on my account. Would you like to look at my account from yesterday?
No, I don't have access to your accounts. So I just want to know what we can help you with today, maybe.
To make sure when I come in here, it does not happen because you're affiliating it with Apple. So I don't know if it's a New York thing. I don't know if it's a y'all thing. You're trying to cover up for somebody or what it is. But it's annoying, and I can even hear it now. So if I was to record now, like I was telling you, like, oh, wow, you prefer me not to, you would hear it. You see what I'm saying? And that's not cool. That's called harassment. That's annoying. Like, I don't want my business being set like that, and I'm not compensated. My time is wasted. No money's been given to me for y'all to sit here and, I guess, read minds or whatever you're doing. No money's been given.
I can assure you there's nobody now that I hear telling me what to do.
Okay, well, like I said, I wanted to record it, so
right.
And show you the recording because it's on the recording. So if you want to pull to the side and listen to the recording, that'll be great. If not, I can have an attorney, which I don't think Apple will want to do. I think Apple will want you to address the matter to explain to me why it's happening when I come into your store.
Yeah, but what you're referencing, I don't have knowledge of, right? So I'd like to know how we can help you today.
When I come into your store, I want to know why are you using some device to therefore utilize and predict, clearly state, you can clearly hear, you see customers doing anything. Like, what are you doing anything about it? You know what I mean? Like yesterday, luckily my phone wasn't working, but now it is. You see what I'm saying? And yesterday, anything you should lay your head to the left or to the right. On here, you should say something about talking to the manager, blah, 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 like Ralph, location, commenting on the location, also this, that, and the third, besides this. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to get the...
It's saved here, but it's something that doesn't get printed out.
So it talks about Ralph and all that, and me talking to the manager?
I don't see anything about Ralph. I see something more with Gavin.
Gavin, right. Yeah. Gavin, so I think that was the guy, that last representative I talked to that was telling me about, like, the overhead conversation, and they kind of went on to something else that wasn't regarding the repair of the phone.
It shows like they proposed like a $399 replacement.
No, not that. Not the $399.
Saying that you wanted to document your experience.
Right, that part.
Aware that the voices they are hearing may be echoes.
Right, that's what I wanted to print out of.
Yeah, that's something that won't get printed out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's on there.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because people like to delete stuff, and I want to make sure it's
this is saved on your record.
Okay, and I want to get it documented that I talked to your manager about the same thing.
Gotcha.
Because still, I still don't see my resolve in this whole issue, and like, what are we doing?
So what was it that was necessarily spoken about? So
that was the whole... Huh?
No, tell me what was necessarily said, so like that I could put it properly.
No, that pretty much I was letting her know that when I come here, the same thing. There is almost like an instruction. Like somebody's telling, Simon Says is what I like to call it. Like somebody like playing Simon Says with people here, saying, okay, ask him to to give you more details. And then you would say, okay, give me more details. And then kind of like that the whole conversation to where I'm like, well, why don't you just tell the person to come out and ask me what they want to know? Because that's annoying. You know what I mean? Like having a three-way conversation when it's supposed to be just two. I didn't come here for a three-way conversation.
Wait, like somebody else came in and started?
No, like you can hear like overhead. Like if you look at the video, like when I was sitting not talking to anybody, you could hear somebody talking about my movements, my body gestures, if I turned my head, if I made a popping noise, there goes that popping sound. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, wow.
Somebody's like checking you.
Right, and I'm just like, this is kind of like stalkerish. Like, are you like in love with me? What is going on with you? That's what I want to make sure gets documented. So I'm like, that right gives me headaches. And I have to go like to Target say it, to Home Depot say it. It's a lot going on. You see upstairs, you hear say, oh, so now you're going to bring Target into it? It's just like, dang. Like you'll hear like an echo of my conversation, which is like, if I'm a celebrity, I need celebrity funds. I need compensation because I'm not getting compensation for this headache. I need that written down. Kind of like how you gave me this receipt. I love to get that on paper. So I always have to come and start recording my conversations. It's weird. And I don't want to be brainwashed to the fact of where I start doing everything that somebody says. Like I already have to combat being brainwashed on other aspects of my life versus my everyday movement and functioning and functionality with other people. And it's not good customer service basically.
Yeah.
I think every customer should get the same experience. If not, like you're not really paying attention to other customers. You know, other customers might see it and wonder what you're doing. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's kind of it creates a bad environment.
Like it feels like while we're having this conversation, it shouldn't feel like somebody's like.
It's a spotlight. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, dang, like so that customer's not important, so that lady's not important, like so they're not important, or you don't have nothing to do. That's not how I was. I want to get what out and then go. So y'all can figure out. You know what I mean? And then go. So y'all can figure out. You know what I mean? Act like they're telling me what to say, and I'm like, you're not dictating my every conversation. You might be motivating or manipulating a resolve, or as in a result, like somebody walking around saying, got me wanting to try crystal. I was like, wow, everywhere I go, you hear crystal meth, and I'm just like, I've never really thought to try that, but dang, like, you know what I mean? It's weird, and it's both thin, or bring this person. Yeah, that's why I'm like, you gotta, you know what I mean? So maybe somebody else that has more
and I'll write in here as well,
can do what they need to do.
I'll speak to my manager so like that the feedback could be provided.
Exactly. Thank you. That's why I'm like, you gotta. Out here running around and being my for lack of better words. Thinking about doing that, coming and planting a speaker and just messing with y'all all day. You know what I mean? It's being like, and this is what I'm talking about. Ha, 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 ha. Now, how do y'all look? Of course, they probably tried that because that's what I thought of a while ago. That's what could be going on.